Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So Stephen A ridicules Darvin Ham for suggesting that Anthony Davis should shoot 6 3-point attempts per game. And I would agree with Stephen A. That's ridiculous. Why would you want AD to shoot 6 3-pointers per game? If anything, I want him to play inside. I wouldn't want AD to shoot more than 1 3-pointer per game, about 1 to 2 on a good day. I want him to play inside, on the post, on the block. Why would I want AD to shoot 6 3-point attempts per game? That's terrible. I don't want to incentivize him to think, oh, it's okay to shoot all those 3-pointers. That is just not a good decision, man. That's a bad decision. I know Darvin Ham is trying to empower AD, make him feel comfortable. I get it, but why would you want him, or why would you suggest for him to take 6 3-pointers per game? That doesn't sound like a good plan for AD. Unless you're a bona fide 3-point shooter, you shouldn't be taking 6 3-pointers per game or 6 attempts. That's crazy. If anything, I want AD to play inside, put pressure on the defense from the inside. We'll play inside out. I don't want AD to be shooting threes, camping at the 3-point line, jacking up threes. That's not the plan. That's a terrible plan. So I would agree with Stephen A. that that's a bad coaching decision by Darvin Ham. It's just not the best decision, not for AD. Anthony Davis already struggles playing against big men. If he plays against someone that's smaller than him, who he feels he could overpower, he's more aggressive. He'll play inside. But whenever he plays against other physical big men, now he's intimidated. He becomes a jump shooter. So he already struggled with that issue. I'm not going to incentivize AD to be a jump shooter. No, that's a terrible idea. He could take between 1 and 2 3-pointers per game on a good day. But if anything, I would want him to play inside. I want you to be aggressive, play inside, back to the basket. I want you to put pressure on the defense by playing inside. So while Darvin Ham is championing AD to shoot about 6 3-pointers per game, Stephen A. Smith vehemently disagrees with this notion. So this is what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Hell no. Look, man, I'm a fan of Darvin Ham. Love him. Love the job he's done as a coach with the Lakers. Anthony Davis, a career 3-point percentage of 30%, is the third worst amongst active players, with a minimum of 1,000 attempts. Only the Greek freak Giannis and DeMar DeRozan, who barely, if ever, attempt threes, are worse. And you're encouraging this man to shoot 6 a game? Come on, coach. Come on. No, I'm not going to side with Darvin Ham on that. And I would agree. Why would you encourage Anthony Davis to shoot 6 3-pointers per game? Or even think about playing from the outside in? I want AD on the block, in the post, close to the basket. I don't want him to be camping at the 3-point line. So that's a bad idea. I get it. It's a 3-point league. A lot of big men are shooting threes. I get it. But AD could be the exception. 1 3-pointer per game, maybe 2. That's okay. But 6 is too many. That's about 4 too many. I don't want AD shooting threes. He's shooting 30%, which is terrible. Why would I champion him to shoot 3-pointers? That doesn't make any sense. LeBron is already a bad 3-point shooter. So AD is not the greatest. LeBron is not the greatest. LeBron is going to take about 6 to 8. Any given night, LeBron is going to shoot a ton of threes. And he's not good. And now you're going to incentivize AD to also shoot threes? That's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. I get what Darvin Ham is doing. He's trying to support AD. But this is not the game plan, man. AD don't need to be shooting any threes. He needs to play inside. Be a big man, be aggressive, get on the block, and work. The Lakers will be fine. The team is constructed in a very good way, so they don't need AD to be a 3-point shooter. Of course, if you have an open 3 and that's the only option, then take it. But I'm not going to recommend or suggest that should be your first option, or I want you to shoot 6 3-pointers per game. That sounds crazy. And we already know LeBron is going to attempt about 4 to 8 3-pointers per game. LeBron is going to get his 4 to 8 most games. He's going to take 3-pointers. Even if he's not shooting well, he's going to take his. So LeBron is going to do what LeBron does, and now you're encouraging AD to take about 6 per game. That's a recipe for disaster, because more than likely LeBron won't shoot well from 3, and AD is not going to shoot well from 3. So if AD takes about 4 to 6 and LeBron takes about 4 to 8 and they miss about 10 to 12 3-pointers, that is a lot of bad possessions. That's a lot of possessions where you could have gotten a bucket, but because you're encouraging AD to shoot 6 3-pointers per game, you're going to miss out on scoring opportunities, and that's a bad idea. So that, I agree with Stephen A, man. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense to me. For somebody who shoots 30%, I'm not going to encourage you to shoot threes. And LeBron is already shooting like crap also. So the 2 main stars who don't shoot well from beyond the arc, you're going to encourage AD, and LeBron is going to do what LeBron does. That's a terrible idea. But what do I know? I ain't the coach. I get it. I understand. The trend in today's game emphasizes perimeter shooting and the 3-pointers. We get it. That's the way the game is played today. Everybody's shooting threes. But that don't mean you need to follow suit. That is why you have specific players for specific roles. The Lakers have 3-point shooters. So with that being said, you don't need AD to turn into a 3-point shooter. You just need him to be a dominant 2-way player who plays great defense, protect the rim, and plays from the inside out, back to the basket. That's all you need. I understand it's important for Anthony Davis to remain versatile. I get it, but you don't need him taking 3-pointers. And I get it. Darvin Ham is trying to stretch his game beyond the paint, and I get it. But I wouldn't incentivize him to shoot threes or suggest he should shoot threes. No, that's not his bread and butter. He could work on his 3-point shot. That's fine. But that won't be the focus of his game. You want to exploit his strength. What is he good at? Mid-range, back to the basket, playing great defense. You want to exploit all his strength. That's what you want to work on. You don't want to focus on things that he's not good at and he don't need. You could work on things he's not good at, obviously, but a 3-point shot is not a necessity. AD don't need to be a great 3-point shooter. You don't need to build up a great 3-point shot. It's pointless. You have players for that. He could work on his threes. On his off days, he could work on his threes. You should always work on your game, and that's fine. But in game, I don't want him taking 6 3-pointers. No. Between 1 and 2, that's fine. But 6? Come on, Darvin Ham. That sounds crazy. Because LeBron is going to already take about 6 to 8, and we know he can't shoot. So now you're going to encourage AD to shoot about 6, while LeBron is going to shoot about 6 to 8. That's a recipe for disaster, man. Are you trying to win games or lose games? Because this shit sounds crazy. Once again, we know the perimeter shots in today's game is very crucial. It's important, but it's not a necessity for a player like AD. He don't need it. I mean, he could work on it, and that's fine, but in game, I want him underneath the basket or close to the rim as possible. I don't need AD to be at the 3-point line standing on the perimeter. No, that's not his bread and butter, and that's not effective. But yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Darvin Ham suggesting that AD shoots about 6 3-pointers per game. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment below. As always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.